Hey everybody, welcome to our review of our friendship group phase 2. We went through 4 different weeks of training and we're gonna review them all today for you. Check it out. Okay, so on week 1, we talked about our updated friendship group system. There are 3 highlights that I want to share with you today. The first highlight is about our updated weekly program. So pretty much what this does is it gives us a program to follow step by step. Now, I know some of us we're pretty veteran to the system, but this is super helpful just in case we want to remind ourselves, or also if you're new to the friendship group system, it's super helpful. Okay, so now let's talk about the org chart. What the org chart does is it gives a role to play for friendship group members who want to get more involved. There's a host, there's a worship leader, and you could even make roles up yourselves for your specific needs for your friendship groups if you think that's something that would interest your members. Really, really helpful to getting people involved and having them put their own investment into your friendship group. Okay, last but not least, we have the call to action, which is something small, but it's actually really, really important, because what the call to action does is it gives our members, the people, our visitors, something to talk about, something to aspire to, so whether the call to action is a prayer, or it's someone giving their lives to God, or maybe a Bible reading plan, it's gonna help them a lot. And this is super helpful to get your people more involved. Okay, so that was week 1. Week 2 is all about updated leadership and meetings. What we're talking about, the 2 highlights that we have here are, number 1, that we're adding supervisors, and we're super excited to be adding supervisors in 2022. The goal is to add supervisors who are already current working friendship group leaders. Of course, this is voluntary, but it'd be super helpful to make sure that everything just runs smoother, that there's more communication between leadership. It's awesome. The second highlight is that we're gonna have supervisor meetings, which are meetings between the admin team, pastoral staff, perhaps, and our supervisors. It's gonna be super, super helpful to make sure, once again, that we have a smooth running friendship group system. All right, so moving right along for week 3, we talked about our updated gear for discipleship. So the first highlight is that we're gonna be starting on March 6th and ending on June 25th. That's 16 weeks of growth classes for our new birth cycle, which is pretty much the first level for all of our newcomers. And we pray that during this time they get baptized, they get really integrated into their friendship group. It's a great time. Talking about that, we have 4 different discipleship levels or classes. The first one would be our new birth, which is new souls coming in. The second one would be growth or grow. Third one would be mature, and the fourth one would be multiply. And what each of these different classes does is that they kind of have this track of growth for newcomers and new believers. That way they don't get stagnant, but they grow and they move towards a goal and an end goal. So it's really, really helpful. So another highlight is how we get new souls into discipleship class. Pretty much what we're doing is we're given 3 weeks of promotion after Friends Day. We're gonna get them excited. We'll have commercials for you guys. We're gonna make it a huge deal of getting into discipleship classes. We're gonna make sure that people know it's a great place to learn about your faith, about God, more about yourself. It's gonna be fantastic. And of course, we are gonna use the Benny method, which we talked about during that week, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it on screen for you. This is how we reach our members, how we help disciple them, mentor them properly. We're gonna use the Benny method. And last but not least, we have what we studied on week 4, which is gonna be our 4th gear that we're talking about, which is the new birth cycle, and here are the highlights. Number 1 is a spiritual strategy, and pretty much what each member does is they choose 5 friends, they have 5 names, write them down, and we pray and fast over them for 21 days. Next is gonna be the E-cycle, and pretty much what that is, it's 5 weeks of evangelism, and here's how the weeks are split up. So week 1 is to identify your 5 friends. Week 2 is to call your 5 friends. Make sure you check up on them, be a friend, right? Week 3 is to visit your 5 friends. Say what's up, hang out with them, minister to them, pray for them. Week 4 is you invite your 5 friends to Friends Day and get them to RSVP. And week 5, finally, is the week where we get our friends to Friends Day, and we're gonna make a huge deal out of it. It's gonna be a great party, great promotion. It's gonna be fantastic. And what our job is as friendship group members and also leaders is to get our friends there, to make sure they come, get them a ride, if they need gas, I don't know, but we're gonna get them there and it's gonna be a great time. last but not least is the excellence portion. And pretty much this is it kind of covers planning and our different events. So we're gonna have our Friends Day twice a year. We're gonna have our retreats twice a year. We're gonna have our monthly Connect nights like we usually do, and it just really rounds out the experience of friendship groups, and it closes the back door, pretty much, which means that we are using excellence to try to retain as many souls as possible. Well, friends, that's the end of our review video for this week. You can comment on this video. I definitely want to hear back from you all, and we're gonna have a great time. Here's this last thing that I want to ask you guys. I'm gonna send you all a link, and it's actually gonna be a review for you to review friendship groups, the system, leadership, all that's going on, and I want you to I'm gonna send it to you in a separate chat. So I just wanted to give you a heads up. Go ahead and check out that link and finish up that review. It takes a couple minutes. It's gonna be really, really good. But hey, God bless you guys. Love you. Have a great rest of your week. Bye.